So Rio, you want to tell us about the paint you spilled on the floor?
Well, it was green. And I said bad words.
Lots.
Lots of bad words.
Hello, and welcome to the Rio and Sace show, where we talk softly and play music while we're painting, so you can't hear us. And everyone's opinion here matters.
Oh, that's my favorite. Everyone's opinion here matters. Woo! Yeah, that's my favorite, Sace. That's my favorite. That's an awesome intro. We should use that. Okay.
Today, we're going to be doing a boring tutorial.
That's what I have. This is exactly how I think. Where everyone's opinion matters.
Where everyone's opinion matters.
Where we play soft music, light jazz.
Smooth jazz.
If you're expecting smooth jazz, light music, and soft commentation, this ain't the show for you!
Give me metal! Ah!
Does your head hurt now, Chase?
No.
It hurts, doesn't it?
No. Hey!
Oh, are we filming?
Yeah.
Oh, Sace! I'm sorry. We gotta bleep that word out. I didn't know we was filming. I don't think your intro is very funny, Sace. And for the record, this is not your mom's art show. We probably should put that disclaimer out there. Oh, unless you're Sace, and then it is your mom's art show.
Hi.
Hi. So, the thing is, peeps, is that...
We don't know what we're doing.
We don't... Yeah. I don't know anything about filming, but I do know a whole lot about painting. So, don't let the obnoxiousness throw you off. Well, hopefully it does throw you off, and hopefully it makes you pee your pants laughing, because we're not a boring art show here. We're not a boring art channel, so if you're looking for elevator music, that's cool, because I dig elevator music sometimes. You know, you can totally get lost in that, but my brain doesn't work that way, so I can't create like that. We
focused.
I don't know, are we?
Hold! Rio and Sace show, take 2.
Okay, so we are officially giving you your beginner's class. If you're not a beginner,
Go away.
Don't watch this show because this episode, because it's gonna be so boring. No, watch it because we need you to watch it because we need the views. I think I don't know. They keep yelling at me.
Hit the like and the subscribe button and kick the share button in the teeth for me.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, so for those of you that continue to ask me, no matter how many times I answer in the comment section, all of these questions, we are finally making a video. So this is video number
20.
I can't count.
We should probably just not say.
This is the intro video. That's what it's going to be called. Introduction to what we're doing.
What you think we know.
Yes, the intro to what you think we know.
But we don't actually.
Wouldn't it be fun for just a minute to be like all pretentious and be like,
good evening, sir. How are you today?
And the colors that we use. Okay,
so magnificent.
As you can see here, below you, in front of you, right here, when you ask me what kind of paint I use, I cannot answer that for you. I use them all.
Golden,
I use them all for different reasons.
Liquitex, Amsterdam.
Before we go any further, I want you to know I'm not being sponsored by any of these guys. I'm not going to ask them to sponsor me. We're just a playful YouTube channel. We're here to have fun. I'm here to teach you guys about color. We cut up, we laugh, we joke, we have loud noises. Sometimes Chase has explosions of confetti and things like that. If you wear earbuds, you may want to turn your volume down when you listen to us. If you complain on my channel in the comments, we are going to call you out about it. It is going to happen. And nothing that you say in there is going to ruin my day, so, you know, you're wasting your time. This channel is fun, happy, we're all a big family. We are specializing in pouring right now. However, I can paint, draw, sketch, watercolor, colored pencil, every single solitary genre. Palette knife painting. We're painting on fabric, decorating clothing and things of that nature, high style fashion, the whole 9 yards. So we are eventually going to spread out into everything for you guys. For now, today, this is just our disclaimer. Oh my gosh, look, it's a wild toothinator. I don't know that you can see him. I don't know. Hi, Toofy. Hi, Toofy. Are you wondering why Sace has picked you up? Oh, you're such a sweet boy. Okay, Sace, go away. Anyway, so we're going, this is going to be drawn out, and it's going to, oh my God, it's going to be so boring. However, we're just happy to do this for you.
Can I have my air horn back?
No, your air horn has been confiscated.
My air horn?
Your hair horn has been confiscated because you are irresponsible with the noise control pollution around here. Noise pollution is a real thing, Sace, according to all those who are uptight about it. Anyway,
That's no fun.
let's get started. So we're obviously going to do a purple and teal pour because everyone loves those colors. I just wanted you to see the variety of paint that I use in those paint brands that I use.
I'm like seriously low on some helium, guys.
Wow, Sace. Okay. I need the copper.
Took my air horn, so this is what I'm left with.
Well, I get that.
And I haven't gone into town to get a goose ball for Trevor, so.
Oh, Trevor, yeah.
Trevor, or are we calling him Felipe now?
No, I like Trevor. I'm not in on
Just
Felipe.
keep it original.
Okay, we're using that too. So, golden fluid, I use these sometimes. When you ask me what the ratio is, you have to understand that the basics, the heavy body paint has a little different makeup than these paints here. So you're going to have to kind of play with this yourself.
What are people gonna do if they don't, use makeup? Because I don't understand makeup.
What are you talking about, makeup?
You said they wear different makeup.
Oh, Sace. Oh. Sometimes I just don't know about you. Anyway, so I don't know how to do an instructional video here. We just fly by the seat of our pants most of the time.
I'm not wearing pants.
Give me the little baby cups. That would just be weird, wouldn't it? So, part one of the introduction is paint. Because that's kind of the most important part of this, right? So, here's what we're going to do. I need more of these, Sace.
You are so picky.
Well, yes.
Here's 100 cups. I want 100 more. You're not even going to use 100.
This is one of my fave colors, a bright aqua green.
Wow.
Gonna cut to it. I am going to Chase
I thought
is
you were
not
going to
watching.
run down and show them all of the materials that you use.
No, we're gonna do this a little at a time.
Okay.
So we're just gonna get started here.
Is this enough?
Probably. Dioxazine purple in the basics. That's about how much I'm putting in there. I don't measure this. Some of you, are gonna want to measure it, and that's cool. Measure it. I try to do like a 1 to 4.
Keep that over here. Try to keep it over that ace pod thing.
Oh, that's great.
Are you out of paint on that one?
No, I just need to squeeze it. This is deep violet. This is red purple, okay? And I'm eventually going to show you guys how to mix these colors because you'll have so much more freedom when you understand how to get the colors you really want rather than trying to find a color, try to buy a color. The other thing that's been asked is, what if I offered kits so that you got everything you needed that I did the pour, so that you could do your own pour with exactly all of the stuff that I used. I have the capability to do that.
We have the technology.
We have the technology. We have had a paint store before, so I can do that for you guys, but the demand is going to have to be there because it's a whole lot of work to have to make so many kits for each pour that I do. Because they'd all have to be made at once before they were even ordered. This is titanium white.
What's the difference
This is
between titanium
permanent
white and
red violet?
permanent red violet?
Titanium white is incredibly opaque. Zinc white is transparent. So mixing white is even more transparent. We'll talk about that on a later show.
What is?
I like this color too. This is a Hobby Lobby color. It's called Ocean green. If you're not comfortable mixing colors, oh, excuse me.
That's so gross.
If you're not comfortable mixing colors, then you're going to buy a lot of paint. If you are comfortable mixing colors, then you're going to have half of this. Well, I don't know. These are staples for me. Matisse is one of my absolute favorite brands. This is kind of an in-between. The consistency of this one is kind of an in-between. The golden is a little looser. This one's got a little bit more body to it, but I sure do love these. And if you're going to paint water, wow, Matisse is the way to go. If they don't have Matisse at your store, Jerry's Artorama is an online store, and we'll talk about buying paint in a little while. I'm going to put about that much in that cup there.
These tubes here run about $40 a piece.
No, they don't.
These are going to be about
This
60
is
to
aqua
70.
green light, so I'm going to give you an example that not every brand, the colors aren't always exactly the same.
Let me see if
This
I
one's a little bit darker, and they're called the exact same thing. Bright aqua green, bright aqua green.
Rio and Sace show take 3.
Oh, wow.
Rio and Sace show take 4 due to overheating of camera.
Okay, now
And
I'm
we're
going to show you.
dying again. Rio and Sace show take 5 due to camera overheating.
Can you turn it off for just a second?
And we're back on.
Okay, now let's talk about gold, and let's permanent violet dark. Pretty runny. That's about all we need in that one.
It's got goobers in
It
it.
does have goob in it. Okay, here's a ultramarine violet.
Alright, you got a mess going on here. We need to do something about that. Oh, I almost dumped there with that container paint.
Right. This is one of my favorite colors, cobalt turquoise. I love this color.
And who is that made by?
Golden.
Can you tell me what the
The light fastness is. No,
Yeah.
we're not talking about all that stuff. It's too much information. You don't need that right now. You just need to know this is what we're doing.
Do you
Okay,
prefer
interference. You guys are up my bum about interference and all those questions. So, let me explain to you again that interference is a paint. It's just paint, okay? It's just, and it's called interference blue. It's just like any other paint. The beauty of this is that it gives you the effect of like butterfly wings. So we're gonna squeeze some in here. This is the blue interference,
get a little
and so it has a very shimmery consistency. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous.
hole?
Hopefully you can see the interference. It reflects like the iridescent sheen on a butterfly's wings. That's what it does.
Okay. Alright.
Now,
We are back.
I like interference so much, I buy it in the great big containers most of the time. I was out of the blue and I didn't have a chance to have time to order it, so I got a small tube at Michael's. But the gold, I pretty much use this in every pour because it's just beautiful. So
pretty.
it's a heavy body paint. I'll show you how to mix it in a minute. I love the metallics by Golden. I think that they've got a great consistency to them. So they're some of my faves. So there's the copper. Now, I have learned in doing this that you don't always want the same density in your paint. So my next gold is going to be the McCloskey. Yeah.
Special effects. Metallic glaze.
Glaze special effects. Let's get some of that out. And all of these paints, we're going to put, you know, pretty much the same stuff in there. For this one, I'm going to go a little bit heavier because this paint is not the same. It's not pigmented as much as the professional artist paints. It's pigmented as much as it needs to be to do wall finishes. So I add a little bit extra in that one. Okay, now, one of my all-time favorites, and I've turned you guys on to this, is the Tensol brand. This is Rose Lake. We are actually going to try to carry this. That's just disgusting. This is a concentrate paint, so a little bit goes a very, very long way. Now, we're going to mix this a little bit differently than what we've done with the other stuff. So pay attention to that. Let's see. Ooh. I think, honestly guys, I think we're like, seriously, I think we have enough paint color out here to get us by. Alright, so I'm going to clear this. And I do use, sometimes I do use house paint. And when I do, I buy the Ace paint pods. You can get them at Ace Hardware. I'm sure that Sherwin-Williams has these. They're just paint samples. That's all they are. They're paint samples. And the Floetrol is actually designed to go in these paint samples just like this. Are you bored? I am so bored. I'm sorry if we're so bored.
I am bored.
Ugh. Chase, give us some comic relief here because I just can't take it. I can't take that bored. It's like we need a 7-inning stretch. Oh, how about some fart noises to get this?
Yay, fart noises.
Yay for fart noises. Okay, we're no longer so bored. All right, and then this is iridescent medium, Liquitex iridescent medium. So anything you put this in
Makes it fabulous.
fabulous. Anything you put this in, crap, that's not the one that's open. Anything you put this in is going to take on a metallic sheen, and I like glitter. Everybody likes glitter. Everybody should like glitter. I mean, seriously, come on.
Noise. I hate when the helium lingers. Then I find my voice annoying.
Oh, yeah, that is kind of annoying. Okay, let's move all this crap out of the way.
You're annoying. You're annoying.
Dollar store, Dollar General, whatever. I buy these at the dollar store. I get a pack of 70 or 100 for $1. Okay, that's where I get the popsicle sticks. The cups I order from Uline because you can get a massive amount. And I'm a professional artist. I do this. I do this for a living. I sell paintings all over the globe. So I need that much. If you don't need that much, then go to like your party supply center, like Party City probably has cups in this size or smaller because they cater, you know, this would be like a condiment cup. You could put like fruit cocktail or something like that, or a little bit of nuts or something. So think outside the box. It doesn't have to come from an art store. All right, wow, this is just, I'm gonna have to drink after I finish this episode. Seriously, I just want you guys to know, we're not your mom. We're not your normal art show. We're just not, and we're never gonna be. We're loud. We have fun, and all of that good stuff, and that's how we roll in here. Now, somebody said that my paint. Somebody wrote in and said when I mix my paint, it's lumpy. Well, I'm thinking that there's a couple of things. The Floetrol sometimes is lumpy when you open it, and you gotta pour it through a strainer or cheesecloth. Or pantyhose, you can pour it through pantyhose, and that will get the lumps out. A lot of professional painters do that. Or you're using really heavy body. See the difference in this? I mean, this is all smooth and creamy, and this is really thick. So before we start with the Floetrol or the PVA or the Elmer's glue.
Is that orange juice water?
It is orange juice water, yes. No, it is not orange juice water, it's just water. I'm going to start thinning this paint out a little bit, okay? The metallic paints are a lot denser than some of the other paints, so sometimes they require a little more work to get this done. I will tell you right now, this is so boring. Oh my God, I'm going to want to sit down for this. I bet you guys can see the back of my head. Holy crap, can you see it on my shirt? Because I'm not, yeah.
No.
Okay.
I can just see the top of your hair.
All right. How's my
It
hair
looks
color?
like a unicorn.
How's my hair color look, Say?
It's fab.
I just got my hair colored yesterday. It's 4 hours of my life I'm never getting back. I don't even know why we keep doing it. Somebody just needs to decide that hair color's not cool anymore so we can all quit having to do this crap. Okay.
Your dog back there is kind of freaking out. I don't know what his deal is.
He's freaking out because you've got a balloon in your hand that's the size of, you know,
Wisconsin. We're back.
So now this is pretty runny. This is Floetrol. This is Elmer's glue. Any budget can do this, okay? Any budget. I don't buy the little bottles of craft paint because I think they're expensive for the amount of paint you get. However, if that's what you want to buy, you can try those. They're not highly pigmented. I find that they don't dry as nice as what the other ones do, but it really doesn't matter. As long as you're getting your foot in the door, if you're a newbie, just start buying paint. The paint they sell at Walmart is probably just fine for you to start. Just try. Anyway, that's my 2 cents worth on that. Floetrol. I don't measure my paint. I don't measure my paint. The Floetrol works as an additive in the paint to get it flowing. Flowing, moving around. Now, it's kind of lumpy, like my butt. So you kind of have to, and I'm not going to strain this because I am already bored to tears, and I just can't do it. I'm already bored to tears. Because I like to paint, not mix paint. This is like preparation work. It's like taping off your trim before you paint the walls. I'm really not in on that. Okay. Now, see, we've taken that super thick, full body paint to the consistency of honey, syrup, whatever you want to call it, okay?
Water, maybe
no,
paint.
No, it's not water. Not the consistency of
it's
water.
the consistency of paint.
I'm going to add Floetrol to this. Now, I've added less Floetrol to this.
It doesn't look like it.
Because this paint is less pigmented. Wow, did you see that? That was awesome.
That's nice.
I've added less Floetrol to it, and I've thrown it all over the place. Okay? That's where we're going to stop with that one right there. That one's just fine.
Are you just going to keep talking?
Yes, I'm going to keep
I'm trying to insert some antics here, and you just keep talking over me.
Okay. This is the Fluid Golden. Again, a little less. A little less.
Come in, Rio. Come in, Rio.
Rio here.
Requesting permission to launch.
Are the airways clear? Let me look. I don't know. Let me see that nothing. Is anything else? Is anybody else landing? No, I don't see anybody else landing. Okay, Sace. Permission granted to land, Sace.
Launching in 3, 2.
Oh, for crying out loud. That was uneventful, Sace. Oh, that was kind of cute. It's too bad that was off camera. Okay, so we launched a balloon. You know why? Because we're bored. Okay.
That one didn't.
I'm adding a little bit more now. You see, the color changed a bit. It'll probably come back when it dries. Again, a little bit more fluid consistency here. Back to this guy. He's a little bit thicker, but he's not as thick as the gold in there.
And some of these just don't work very well.
I know. They need noisemakers on them, but then we get yelled at for making too much noise on the videos, and everybody whines about it. Well, not everybody. There's only like 1 in like 1,000 that whine about anything.
You're annoying.
So at this point, we have like 9 whiners. Okay.
I don't know where the mute button is.
I have 4 kids. I know where the mute button is. I can mute my own brain.
That's not true.
It's true. Well, no, there's still some compartments that just keep jabbering.
You're really good at ignoring us.
Yeah, you gotta be. Seriously. You can tell that the people who have called in whining about the noise and the antics don't have children because, you know, seriously. You have a house full of kids and then their friends come over, you can pretty much ignore anything. Okay, the interference. I added the Floetrol. Again, I'm not measuring it. I'm looking for consistency. That's why I don't measure it. And after you guys do a few of these, you're going to learn. The runny paint, the cells break apart. If it's too thick, the cells don't work quite right. But at this particular moment, before we've added the silicone, and we'll talk about that in just a minute, you it's okay if it's a little bit too thick. You just want to start getting it loosened up. I'm going to add a little more Floetrol to this.
I'm just going to go ahead and play games on my phone, okay?
Now.
You just tell me no. See, that's what I was going for on that first one.
I'm not going to put the Elmer's glue in any of these, and I'll tell you why. The Elmer's glue I don't use unless we're doing a demo on the mica powder, which will come. I'll do a demo on mica. The Elmer's glue I use because the mica needs a little bit of body in there, but I don't use Elmer's. I use PVA, and to be honest, I threw my bottle of PVA glue out, so I can't even show you what it looks like. But the difference between Elmer's glue and PVA glue is that PVA is archival. It won't yellow. It's like a 100-year guarantee. And it's what you want to use if you're going to sell somebody a piece of art, or if you want to keep the piece of art. Because if you don't use it, and it comes into contact with any kind of light or heat, it is going to yellow and you're going to be very unhappy. Because I don't know if you guys know this yet, but you cannot duplicate these. And I'm getting ready to prove that to you, because we're going to put it in 2 different cups. What color was this?
I don't know.
That was the Ultramarine Violet by Golden. If you get your Floetrol in and it goes a little higher value, which means that, you know, the white is coming through there, then you can just add a little bit more paint to the mix. And the intensity will come back to its regularly scheduled programming. My brain is so jumbled from this, I don't even know what we're doing.
I know, it's so long.
It's kind of cool to watch it. Woo! Look at that color. Oh, it's yummy, isn't it?
I'm gonna go ahead and play Angry Birds, okay?
You're gonna play Angry Birds while we do this? I don't care. I don't like that game. That game makes me mad. I'm not sure we should talk about that on here.
I think it's fine.
Okay. Okay, there's that color. What color was that? I don't even remember. I'm gonna have to look. Because, that was Golden Permanent Violet Dark. That's a really, really strong pigment. So, now we're gonna go over here to the Rose, to the Tinsel Rose Lake. I'm gonna show you this, show you how we do this. We're going to go a little bit at a time with the Floetrol.
Why did you guys ask for this video? I don't understand.
Because they need to learn, Sace, and somebody's got to teach them, and they want me to teach them. And so if we do it once, then we never have to do it again. And after we edit it, you and I don't ever have to watch it
and
again.
And then in the comments, when they're like, hey, you should do tutorial.
Intro video, intro video, intro video. We'll just copy and paste that. Okay, there's the Rose Lake.
Yeah.
I'm going to add a little more, because it's just gorgeous. You see how it lightened up, but then it kind of comes back, because this one's a tint. Okay, there's that.
I'm yawning because you're boring.
Well, mixing paint is boring. Let's get this one mixed. There we go. And the problem is that you guys, I don't do 4 or 5 cup pours. I do a lot at a time. So, and we're gonna pour several, we're gonna do several canvases so you can see the difference in all of them. And what we're going to do is, I'm gonna pour 1 and then flip cup 1 in the consistency that I like. And then we're gonna water the paint down, and we're gonna show you exactly with the exact same colors what it does when the paint's too thin. And that way, everybody's questions are answered. And it's an 1.5 hour show. That's a little on the thick side. We'll revisit that in a bit. And you know what, Sace? You know what I want you to do?
Start
mixing
these.
Start mixing these. Because I am already, like,
bored?
beyond, bored to tears.
It's not like I was, busy playing a game or anything. Ugh.
Right.
If it shuts off, I won't see it.
Well, can you mix up high?
No, I'm afraid of heights.
Hmm.
Am I doing this right? I don't feel like I'm doing this right.
Yeah, see, Sace is doing it.
If I can do it, anybody can do it. I would like a popsicle stick with my name engraved on it, please.
I would get right on that for you, Sace. Dioxazine purple.
Oh, it's pretty.
Isn't that nice? It's such a beautiful
I
color.
don't care about your purple. I was talking about this blue.
Oh, that is really pretty, isn't it? This is going to be a gorgeous pour.
This is going to take forever.
We're getting it.
Just pour it already.
Just pour
We're
it.
tired of watching this.
My eyes, my eyes. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's your dioxazine purple. Is that the white?
No, this is actually violet Matisse, but it's such a light pigment that you can barely tell.
And you're a liar.
I'm not a liar. I'm a truther. I tell nothing but truth.
You're a truther.
Yep.
I don't think that's correct, but okay.
I am not a fan of using these popsicle sticks. They kind of hurt my hand.
Are you being a sissy, Chase?
Do you want to fight?
Sace, I will fight you. We interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you round 1 between Rio and Sace. Sace is getting too big for his britches. Rio is gonna knock him the hell out. Okay.
Maybe like Mike Tyson and Conor McGregor.
That wasn't Mike Tyson.
Or Mike, no, yeah. Who is it? I don't know.
Mayweather.
Mayweather. Sorry.
I'm not sure we can talk about that fight either.
I think we can. It's already happened.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm mixing another cup of white because what you guys are going to learn is that white is one of those colors you need the most of, really.
The most is... I'm not mixing that, if
Yes,
that's what
you
you're
are.
expecting.
Okay, Floetrol.
Oh my god, girl, look at them cells, though. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. I call this artwork. Yay. Little dots here and there.
Woo! Just so you guys know.
Oh, it looks like a, well, I'm not really sure. It's kind of terrifying.
Hallelujah, my back is killing me. We're almost done mixing all these colors up.
Okay, I quit. I'm going home.
Says you are home.
They didn't need to know that. As far as they know, I live in a giant-ass mansion and have like 6 cars.
Yeah.
All of them are Volvos, but I still have 6 cars.
Yeah. Okay. More Floetrol. More Floetrol. More Floetrol. Now you're wondering why.
Still mixing paint. I don't know where it left off, but
Still
yeah.
mixing paint. We don't know because we're both mixing paint.
And we have this thing raised up like 9 feet in the air, and I'm only like, you know, not that tall, so I can't see it. To get my short step stool, because I'm kind of, you know, short.
Oh.
That's chunky.
See, this is right here. Look at this. If your paint's doing this, my paint is doing this because I didn't water it down just slightly before I started. So this one we're removing from the mix.
You're gonna start over with that one?
Nope. I'm not starting over. Not putting it through, waiting on that.
You're just kicking that one out like
Kicking it
a
out.
child that you don't want?
Yep. Like a child that I don't want.
That's what happened to me.
Oh, Sace.
I don't want this one. I already have 5. Doing it does.
Oh, I already have 5. Sace! Yeah, by the time we got to you, we were just like, I'm just naming the
Oh
number.
my goodness.
Just naming the number.
This one's broken. I want a different one.
We'd already named all the other kids after family members, so we just called him Sace so we knew which one he was. That's a lie! But somebody did ask me if I call him Sace because he was in the 6th one in line, which is hilarious to me because he's not the 6th one. I have 4 kids, and that's not how it worked at all.
And she dislikes all of them.
Well, usually at least one of you is on the crap list. So, you know, and anybody out there watching who has more than one child understands exactly what I'm saying. There's at least one on the crap list at all times.
What if they don't understand you because they speak a different language?
Well, we have Google Translate for that, see? You kids have no idea how good your life is now. You have no idea.
I want a dog.
You have 4.
I know, but most of them don't like me.
Only one of them doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. We are finally finished.
I want a
mixing
gerbil.
the freaking paint. All right, so
That was boring.
yes, it was incredibly
Are we
boring.
done now?
Do you see the array here we have?
I'm gonna
Okay,
take it
let's
out.
talk about silicone.
silicon.
Silicon. Okay, so I've introduced you to Floetrol. I've introduced you to how I mix my paint, the Popsicle Sticks, silicone. You can order dimethicone. You can order treadmill
Great silicone.
blah, blah, blah. I get all of this on Amazon because Amazon delivers in 2 days or less, and it's very convenient, and I don't like going anywhere to buy crap.
Unless you're in Hawaii, then you have to wait a week.
That's true. If you're in Hawaii, you have to wait a week. We know firsthand because we have some fans of ours in Hawaii. Okay, anyway, silicone. Some of the, we're going to do this.
Blah,
I
blah,
can't
blah.
show you the difference between spraying it on the layers of paint and dripping it in there because it's not going to work because it's going to, we'll do a whole segment on silicone later. No, that's a lie. Don't ask me about that. I'm not doing it again. No, it's a lie. You just try it for yourself. How about we start there, okay? Just try it yourself. It's one piece of canvas. If you don't like it, scrape it off before it dries. Let that canvas dry and pour it in. This is what I do. When I first started, I would take this, spray it in the paint, spray it directly into the paint, and then stir that a little bit and then layer it. And I got cells, but they were little cells, and I wanted bigger cells. So now I have a glass jar that I keep with a lid on it, and I simply spray this in my glass jar just like this. Then once the foam settles, which will be a little while, who cares? I have these little plastic droppers that I got at Hobby Lobby. I got a package of 10 or 12 of them. And I just fill the little droppers up. And I come over here and put two, maybe 3 drops. Now these cups are little. It's just kind of whatever. I don't, I'm not going to get all ate up about exactly how much of anything. The metallic ones, I'll tell you, I do put a little more in the metallic ones because it's a heavier bodied paint. I put a little bit in each one of them and whatever.
What up, bro?
Whoops, bro. Okay, now, if you mix it a lot, you're going to get little cells. If you just give it a stir like this, then, you're going to get bigger cells. And I kind of like the bigger cells off the right out of the gate for a pour. It's kind of cool.
It's hard to mix stuff with the left hand. Those aren't even part of this. Get away. I can't do this.
Okay, in looking at this, this is the one color that kind of stands out.
In your face.
Rawood.
Oh wow, this is like not... Oh, that's because you've set up all your cups unevenly. That's why everything looks bad and uneven.
Whatever.
I'm so tired of doing this.
Oh! I almost got it on. So funny. Yes, I just mixed some colors. Just like that. Play in the paint, y'all. Look at that. Look how nice that is. See? Now that color, because it's part of these, goes with all of them. It's not a big deal. It's not rocket science. And you can do this.
Rocket science.
You can totally. Now, what else I'm going to do here? I'm going to just...
That's not the one that's open.
And I want this to be pearlized, so I'm going to add my Liquitex iridescent flooring medium to this.
So it looks super gorge.
Now,
That's pretty.
that's a little...
Oh my gosh, how did you do that?
Look, I'm going to add just a tiny bit
We
of
want a
water.
tutorial.
There you
Tuffy,
go.
stop walking around.
He's fine. I don't care.
Hi, Tuffy.
Hi, Tofu.
What?
You know what? He wants cookies.
Yeah.
I have to make cookies after we film this and I start editing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm testing the consistency of all of these cups right now.
Which is taking forever.
Okay, let's pour. Let's do this. I'm tired of talking about
Are you
it.
joking or are we really doing this?
No, stop the camera because we're going to come back and get everything set up to pour.
Okay, we'll be right back. And we're back.
And we're back. Okay.
Did you guys miss this?
Seriously.
And we're shutting off. Just kidding. It faked me out. It was like, oh, just kidding. Stop it.
Are we back?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We've been back.
Well, I was waiting for you to tell me that we was back. All right, so first things first, we're getting ready to pour now. We're going to do a flip cup in one and a pour cup in another. All the colors we've already mixed. You've already seen me do it all. What you haven't seen me do
I like
yet...
how crookedly you've set up all your paint cups.
Well, whatever. What you haven't seen me do yet is add a little bit of color to the white from the color palette. I do this so that the white actually works. So, for all practical purposes, it's still white. But when it comes to the colors drying next to each other, it actually has just enough of the tint in it that it works with the pour.
So then it
Not all
doesn't
whites are
stand
created
out.
equal. That the white's going to stand out like a beacon if you don't do this. You should never pour, well, you do whatever you want. I don't ever pour just straight white in anything because I follow the rules of color theory and I don't want one, if a color comes in front of another color, it's because I did that on purpose, not because it just happened. Okay, so we're going to start the pour. Now, I will tell you that there's a whole lot of ways to do this. Some folks start with the white, some folks start with the dark. I am leaning towards this being, I don't even know, I'm kind of equal on both sides here with what we have. So I'm going to do this one. I'm going
that's so pretty.
Start with the cobalt. And I've already given you all these colors, so I'm not going to waste time going through it again, okay? I'm just not. I'm going to hit it with a tiny bit of white. We're going to pour each cup exactly the same so that you can see the difference in the pours. Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's
Interference
so
gold.
boring.
I know, it's terrible. Actually, this is the fun part.
Yeah,
We're getting to the good stuff here. How about a little aqua? Oh, it's pretty. The higher up you pour, the more cell action you should start to see. How about a little dioxazine here?
I didn't ask for dioxazine.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, I did. How about a little copper now? Love that metallic. Woo!
Hey,
how about if I pour it on the canvas?
It's better if you make it in the cup.
Are we still filming?
Yeah, oh, we're still filming. You're pouring stuff all over the table.
Yeah,
yep.
right on. Okay, some interference blue. Oh, it's gonna be so beautiful. Chase making smiley. Oh, Sace, you're so talented.
It's not what my art teacher told me.
Well, that's not my problem, Sace. Okay.
Oh, sweet purple hair.
Okay. Now.
Ew, that looks gross. It's all on my hands.
I am going to add just a little bit more of the white. Here's the thing. You kind of want to be aware of how much paint you're putting in the cups. Oh, are you done? Tim? T-I-M?
It's an arrow.
You named your guy. Okay. So,
I'm really bored.
before we finish this,
You started me off bored, so I'm still stuck in that. Like, it's kind of like a depressing board too, where I'm just like,
when is it gonna be over? At least you don't have to edit this.
I know, right?
Okay, it's creme brulee torch. So what next? So when you ask me, I'm gonna refer you here. Creme brulee torch. This is the one I bought. Amazon.com. Type in creme brulee chef's torch or creme brulee torch. You're gonna get this one. Mine comes with this nifty little stand so it doesn't fall over. I'm gonna show you how we load it. This is the butane that I buy. Okay. Give it a little shake. Goes in the bottom. There. We're ready to roll. Simple as that. I put the lid back on.
That's not the lid, that's the bottom.
The bottom back on, whatever. Mine is worn out, so I have to actually physically light it with a lighter or one of those. Yours, you should be able to turn the knob and hit the button. Woo! Fire. Okay, we don't need this yet though. So, we're gonna do a flip cup here. And on this one, we're gonna do a pour. Say bye to the smiley
Yay.
face.
Ah, bite him.
Gonna let that sit right there for just a minute while it
It looks like he's drowning.
runs off. There we go. Exact same colors, the exact same way, and look at the difference, but look at these cells. This is what everybody's going for, is all these cells. Okay? I'm gonna take a popsicle stick here, because I don't like to waste the paint, and I'm gonna try to get as much of it out.
Really? Hold!
Yeah. Did you turn it off?
Yeah. We're back on.
We're back on! Sorry, that was my sweet husband calling. He wanted me to help him carry groceries in. I told him I had paint running. I couldn't do it. Okay, so let's get these out of the way. Now, the purpose of the torch. We get this question a lot. The purpose of the torch is to heat up the paint. There's still silicone trapped in there, you guys. The silicone is what, coming to the surface, is what makes all of these cells. Part of what makes all of these cells. So, when I fire up, ready?
Alright, yeah.
And I hit C, I hope you can see it, because there's lots of little baby cells popping. It makes that paint just go crazy.
Did you just set that on fire there, or was that...
It was weird. I don't know. I just did that. Whatever. Okay, now we're going to pick it up. This one's a slower mover, so we're going to start with this. Now, if you guys move your paint too quickly, if you get in a big hurry, you're going to pull your cells apart. So you kind of need to take your time with this.
And then they'll look like stretch marks.
Yeah. Yeah, and we all love stretch marks, right, girls? Okay. This is where everyone yells at me to get a corner catcher. I just use my hand. I'm gloved. I don't see the need to waste any more supplies. So maybe I'll develop a plastic corner catcher for this that can be peeled off. That'd be awesome. Okay. So. I'm
Hey,
gonna try to bring it over
Jimmy, stop
here.
it.
I try to bring it over here. Maybe you should shut the front door or shut the door to the studio because they're about to walk in upstairs.
All the dogs are not
The dogs are gonna go crazy. That's right.
Attack!
Intruder!
Daddy's
home with food. My sweet husband does the grocery shopping. I'm really not kidding. And it's not because he's a money control freak. It's because he thoroughly enjoys going grocery shopping. And I don't give a rat's patookie about the grocery shopping.
Patookie?
I don't care if we eat ramen noodles.
Patookie? I do care if we eat ramen noodles. I don't like stringy poop.
Stringy poop. You don't like stringy poop?
Nope.
Huh. So we're going to just take our time. I've just about got this. I'm going to try to help this over the edge just a little bit. There we go.
Jimmy, stop licking.
My little dog has a rash. He's allergic to the grass. He's due for an allergy shot in a couple of days. And so he's a bit itchy. And he gets separation anxiety if I don't let him come in here with me. For those of you that get dizzy, sorry. I'm pulling the excess paint off of that so that it'll dry properly. And so it'll quit running. Because my tables aren't level. And that's just that. Okay, now let's get this one picked up. Oh my goodness, we just have, the phones are just going off galore.
Turn my phone down.
I never remember to turn my phone off because we're just not that I'm professional. Again, I will remind you that there's no certificate hanging in my studio that says we have any kind of professional training or qualification to do this job. My hairdresser has way more qualifications to do this than I do, but I can't get her to do it. She'll do my hair and she does a fabulous job, but she won't help us with the filming. So, whatever, y'all. Whatever. Okay. Here we go. this one is working quite well. Now I will tell you that I am going to have to pick a lot of boogers out of this because the Floetrol, we didn't strain it, and there's tons of clumpy Floetrol everywhere in these, which is not cool.
You're dripping into the other canvas.
Oh, I am, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
That's the hazard of doing it that way. Okay.
It's usually not what you say.
No, but you know, filter. I filter.
I'm surprised.
I know. We're all shocked that I used a filter. Well, I don't like editing all that out of there, so you know.
All right, which one do you like more, the flip or the pour? Number 1 or number 2? 1 or 2? 1.
This isn't an eye doctor exam, Sace. I'm gonna hit this one with a little bit more. Wow. Look at those cells. Let me tell you what I think the sparking action is. I didn't drain that. I think it's the Floetrol.
You're dumb.
Yeah. Well, I didn't strain it.
It's not from this. It's from this.
Oh, you're doing Sace. Oh, you are doing that. I am dumb. Okay, there you go. So, I'm gonna have to go like drink now. Well, I managed to get you a freaking tutorial done. I'm so excited. You've learned everything in this to get you started, okay? You're exactly where I was. And I learned to do this just the exact same way you did, by watching everybody else pour, okay? And my son is has done art shows with these, and he's the one who turned me on to it. And I just like how relaxing it is because I'm a photorealist by trade, but I just absolutely love these, and this makes making abstract artwork a lot easier. In my opinion, I think it's just beautiful because it's kind of you don't have a lot of control, so I like the surprises in it. Anyway.
Okay, I think the cells in that one look a lot better.
Do you? I'm picking the goobers, the Floetrol goobers out. If you do not strain your Floetrol, you're gonna have these things.
I can't see that. I'd have to refocus it.
Oh, never mind. Anyway.
And I just don't feel like it because I'm feeling lazy today.
That's fine. I don't care. All right, guys. So there is your introduction video. Okay? There's your introduction video. If I water down the paint and pour it all, the cells are going to just completely pull apart, and it's not going to be cool. And I've decided I'm not doing that because I'm not wasting the paint. I'm going to pour the rest of this paint later. As soon as I'm done with you, and let them cure out. So I hope this helps. I hope this answers all your questions because I will be referring you here from now on. Again, just as a disclaimer, we're kind of loud, we laugh a lot, we talk over each other, we have a really great time on this channel.
Good.
We know we're not for everyone, and we're totally okay with that. So if you are wanting to have a good time while you learn how to paint, this is probably the channel for you. We're going to take you, eventually we're going to take you to some other destinations, show you the world in some other, show you art world in some other places, and continue to inspire you to paint all along the way. That's my goal. My goal is to show you the color of the world and to show you how to use it.
This is the fun boat.
This is the fun boat.
Everyone is welcome on
Everyone
the fun boat.
is welcome, and we don't really like being hateful to each other in the comments, but if you want to fire off, go right ahead. Just know that I will fire back.
You can swim.
So, you can swim it if you're not happy. We will let you get off the boat. Anyway, there's your introduction. Until next time, thanks for joining us in the studio. Rio and Chase, Team Rio and Sace are happy to have you. Ciao.